Okay, I'm firmly back in my seat.
Welcome back. Yes, indeed. And I see 4 R's. Now that everyone is back. So, who would like to give us the recap for inspiration?
I'll do it if no one else wants to. But if someone wants to, they can. Alright.
I'm good with you doing it.
So last time, we found ourselves in the woods, traveling up, well, not in the woods, on a path in the woods, traveling up to Ravenshire, Loft Home, somewhere that is a home to the Resistance. As we were walking through the woods, I came across a sign that was written in Thieves' Cant to point us to a comrade of our elven friend Terranath, who could theoretically get us across the river safely. And considering we needed to get to the other side, and that this person was known to Terranath, we decided to check it out. We spoke to him. I made sure he wasn't a fae in disguise. We had a meal, we told stories, and then we got on what Sage is calling a canoe, as to go down the river. We made a decision to keep to the river rather than to get off, thinking the river would be both safer and quicker. And then we were attacked by 4, ice banshee ghast things. I don't remember what their token names were called, and I don't think we actually knew what they were. But they were pretty deadly, and really I think the only reason we survived is because we kept outmaneuvering them because the boat kept moving. But so we dispatched all of them, and now we are currently recollecting ourselves as we continue to make our way down the river towards the Raven place.
To Ravenshire indeed. Well done, you've acquired your inspiration. And
Huzzah!
our party, having completed the encounter, slowly rafting down the river upon your, as the token calls it, canoe, but it is a raft essentially. Or more appropriately, as Tom calls it in character, a ferry. Your wagon still steadily upon it, your mules successfully calmed and no longer spooked by the specters that besieged your party. You slowly drift down the river and up towards a bend where you guys can see the path forward to Ravenshire continues inland. Well, seems this is our stop just up ahead. Though with it being so dark, we might want to hold up a bit before you all set out on your venture east from here.
Are you suggesting we make camp on the boat or on the shore?
I would suggest the shore, just in case there's kelpies nearby.
Camping on a boat doesn't sound comfortable. I mean, I like all you guys, but we're a little cramped here.
Well,
It's fine, I don't mind the cramped.
We're well aware.
I mean, ultimately it's up to you all, but it's gonna be about another day or two walk from here to Ravenshire, I believe. Memory serves. About that, yes. And unfortunately, rivers don't travel that way from here, so as far as this old ferry can take you.
Well,
I think Primrose and Betsy would prefer to get off the wagon anyway, but I'm fine with camping. Making our way through the forest in the dark seems, well, like kind of a foolish idea.
I'm sorry, Moon. I don't know what you said. Or which.
Ill-advised.
Right. I'm gonna dock the ferry then. Apparently my spacebar turned the starting soon screen on again. Weird. Alright. Anyways. And I'll see about getting us a nice place to hold up in the evening. Either of you like to join me? Look towards the party.
Who's talking?
Terranath.
Oh, it sounded very female for Terranath for some reason.
They are an elf. So
It still sounded more female than he normally is.
That's true.
I'm not exactly a survivalist, but if you need a hand, I can go with.
Right,
I could assist, but not very good at it.
I'm not a survivalist, but I'm good at being unseen and getting places that, well, people your size can't get.
Right, well, 156, you and I should go and find a place to hole up. Garrison, just while our companion here, Tom, is setting up the ferry, perhaps keep an eye on the camp.
Sure, I can do that.
Let's head out then. We'll give a nod towards 156. And, are you wishing to assist him, or shall he assist you?
1 second. As they dock, 156 will put up a paw and just say,
1 second.
she will dive in and she will pull out some special donkey treats and she will give them to Garrison to give to Primrose and Betsy when they're on land and calm down. Anyway, what's the roll we're making?
Survival.
You're sure these don't contain eggs? Because apparently donkeys can't eat eggs.
I will assist him. I don't have any. Let's yeah, I'll assist him.
Alright. Let's see here. With advantage, Terranath will begin to try and search for a place for the party to rest safely. Bonus from my favorite terrain is double proficiency bonus. Okay, cool.
You know, somehow this music sells me creepy ice river battle, not relaxing camping music.
The forest itself is
yeah.
creepy and not exactly
Sure.
relaxing. Alright.
We are in undead Fey Forest territory.
Well, as Terranath and 156 scurry off the ferry onto land and beginning their search to find a safe place to camp, with the aid of 156, who manages to scurry up and over a cliff through some underbrush that would be difficult for Terranath's size, the two of you eventually find a small alcove kind of tucked away beneath a larger cliff face that is essentially a smaller cave. It is dry. It has relatively easy access towards water. It's relatively secluded, and more importantly, for the most part, a fire could be made without the smoke being seen from overhead, at least not easily, allowing you guys some manner of warmth. Because of this, the encounter chance for the evening has been greatly reduced.
Huzzah!
So, as you all make your way onto land, which will transition maps and if need be, we'll see if there's an encounter. Alright. Party, resting through the evening, taking their watches. 156 on first watch, followed by Wary and Terranath, Ein, and then Garridan. Do any of you wish to do anything during your watch?
Doing a ritual is not restful, right?
Depending on the ritual.
I was gonna speak to animals and just have a conversation with Primrose and Betsy.
I see. That is doable. You are allowed a light activity, and as long as it doesn't cost too much time, which a ritual of 10 minutes doesn't cost too much time, it's not an issue.
Okay. Well, I was gonna do that and just kind of reassure them. Tell them that they're safer if they stick near us. Kind of don't run off. It's worse.
Tell them to trust in the rat.
That's reassuring? That sounds like a threat. What kind of
I
barbarian are
intimidate.
you anyway?
One who has intimidate. What do you want?
I
I'm
mean,
a
like,
totem
literally-
barbarian.
Totem,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Very classic.
As you
barbarian.
attempt to calm the mules, Betsy and Primrose, they seem more or less about the same. You are free to roll a persuasion, animal handling or persuasion, because you are speaking with them. You can also roll
I will give them the
intimidate.
treats. I will give them the treats once we dock as well.
Excellent.
That's my only thing.
Yeah, Betsy and Primrose getting treats.
Yeah. They would be very happy with the treats. You would hear, per your speak with animals, their thanks towards Garridan, but otherwise, they are still a little rattled due to the nature of the woods themselves. But with a 13, they do seem to perk up a little bit, at least enough to no longer be spooked.
I also will say that next time the rat is near, they should give little love nips to the top of her ears.
Oh, okay. Sounds like a plan. Yes. Very good. Beyond that,
Good.
though,
I'm gonna give them petting.
excellent. They are quite happy, enjoying the pets and the pets. But with that, the long rest is achieved. No issue. And to the world map you go. As you all...
There's actually one more thing I'd like to do after my watch.
Excellent. Let me just go over to...
I'd like to yes. I'd like to proceed to sneak up to the furry rat and coil myself around her.
Excellent. Roll me a stealth.
Where the heck is the... Here it is.
Well, okay.
Well, 156, during your nightful rest, you feel something moving nearby. And then a faint snapping of a fallen leaf that has blown underneath the alcove where your nest lies. If you so choose, you are able to wake up. But, something did disturb your rest.
Well, 156 would probably ignore it and try to go back to sleep until she feels the scales clothing in around her. And then she would go full on panic mouse mode. Eyes dilated, heartbeat speeding up. She would jump up and in pure instinct, without meaning to, 2 blades of psychic force would appear in her hands, and she would stab at Worry as she is trying to scuttle over him and get away. Scuttle is
What,
not the word I wanted.
Whose watch does this happen on?
Oh, Wary's watch is second, so I imagine it's the end of second and beginning of third. But you can correct me if I am wrong, Wary.
No, it would be at the end of my watch, so it would be Ein.
I see.
So, I don't actually want to do damage to him, and if I do damage, it's going to be non-lethal. But do you want me to roll to see if I hit, or
Roll
just...
to see if you hit. Yeah, I'm not worried about damage because you guys are going to complete a long rest and heal it up. But it's more of to see.
Worried about damage either.
Yeah, it's more of a bite.
Let me
Well-
see what...
Ein would see me doing it.
It's quite.
Let me make sure I have this set up correctly.
Just gonna...
Alright, well, this is the right attack, wrong damage.
Mhm.
Not ability check.
I will give the entire situation one of those unamused stares.
Impersonate. Damn it!
All right.
I
The
really wanted this to hit.
psychic blade just merely glances across your scales, doing no physical harm, as the frightened 156 scuttles and prances out from beneath your coiling grasp, unless you wish to try to hold them. But they did strike
No,
out in a
I-
panicked state.
I would try to hold them. They're warm source, and I will pat head.
Okay. Roll me athletics
Give me,
and
give
acrobatics.
me 1 second.
What are you doing?
Rolling a will save.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm attempt to stab him the fuck again and scurry out of there. She is full on panic mode.
Mm-hmm.
But where he would notice he has never seen whatever she is holding before, if he can see them at all, they literally look like two just glass shivers out of the air of pure psychic energy. Let me see if I can make this attack roll again. Please. Please. Character development. Yes, character
That'll hit.
development.
Alright.
Would you like to describe it hitting?
She will just stab at him in the tail. He will feel the searing pain of the quote-unquote blade sinking into his flesh and doing damage, as if he was stabbed by a normal knife, but he will notice, eventually when he looks, that there is no actual visible wound of any kind. Do you let her go when she actually deals damage?
Oh yeah, just kind of recoil from the damage and go. It kind of hiss a little bit, and coil up in the corner of the wagon. Just kind of inspect myself. Like, what was that? It actually hurt.
She'll scurry off and go find somewhere else to sleep. And try to stop panicking. Actually, she'll go sleep with Betsy and Primrose.
What's wrong? Are we fighting? Is there someone here?
No, it's the usual antics. Go back to bed.
Thank you, Devil.
How is he still?
You're welcome. Also, she went right into my trap. She's with Betsy and Primrose.
I will go back to being on watch and also combing their tail, because that's what all Kitsune do, apparently, when they have free time.
Betsy
And if
and
you're-
Betsy and
when you're-
Primrose are
Go ahead.
Betsy and Primrose are suddenly in the water.
What?
Yeah,
No.
they just disappeared and appeared in the water.
That's weird.
Not on my screen.
Yeah, on my screen they did. Let's go fix
Yeah,
that.
I don't see the same thing that your stream sees.
Really? You don't see this?
No.
No, it's
Huh.
fixed now.
No, I still don't see it.
No, we already moved it back.
No, I don't see
you
us
might,
on land.
You might want to disconnect and reconnect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Because I thought you just didn't move us, and then I look over and...
nope. Anyways,
Nope.
as the interesting antics of our resident Yonti and our rat folk go on through the night, rest is achieved, although some might be a little more shocked than others. The rest is well had for the most part, and breakfast is made by Terranaf, who woke up early and found a pair of nice rabbits that he is making a stew out of, as well as some forest tubers and the like.
I will aid him in making that stew, because chef.
Excellent. And give me
A chef
a
with like no
chef
skill.
Let's see, what is your chef bonus?
I have a +2.
All right, then.
Or hold on. Double checking that. I think it might be higher now.
Hmm.
No, it's still a +2.
Okay, then he will roll. Okay, natural 20. The meal is superb, in fact. It is probably the best you've ever tasted, at least in terms of stew. Especially one that is, rabbit-based and found from scavenged foods from, just going through the forest and harvesting, potatoes. Perhaps it is because you're camping, and when you camp, it tends to be tastier than normal, but he did a fine job, especially with whatever spices where he had upon them that aided in Terranaf's creation. Everyone receives 4 temporary hit points.
Oh, nice.
Now, one thing that you do notice as morning is fully set and the dawn's lights swiftly changing to that of early morning and soon to be noon. The forest itself is still fairly dark. It still feels gloomy. There's still a faint mist that roils throughout. The place itself, true to its name of Duskwood, it's not known to have sunlight pierce its boughs. But your breakfast is achieved, and from there, as you all engage your breakfast, Tom would move up to the camp and give everyone a wave. Let me just go grab a token real quick. Here we are.
I do just want to say during breakfast, you will all notice 156 is very distracted. She's not really even paying attention to the amazing soup.
Hey, you okay? You still rattled after the shenanigans yesterday?
She'll lower her voice.
I think I found out I can do something. Something that I thought in my mind that I could do, but I've never made it happen. And then yesterday I did.
Oh, that's great. Right? That's a good thing.
She will materialize, quote unquote, a psychic shimmer of the sharp, broken, jagged look of psionic daggers in her hand.
I mean, that's neat. Right? This is one of them good surprises.
Oh no, it is. My mind is stronger than I thought, even strong enough to make these and protect myself. I didn't know I could do it, and well, now I'm just concentrating on making sure they stay around.
Oh, practice makes perfect.
It's certainly an interesting talent you have.
If you ever want, I know plenty of drills.
Oh, I think I would like that. I've never really had any sort of combat training.
It's quite simple. It's just basic sword play. Just parrying one another kind of over and over, and eventually you start doing it while moving around in circles, trying to get past, and between the two of us, we could probably take a few hits.
Hey, Sage, I have a question.
Yes.
When psychic blades attack. They leave no mark of damage. How does that work if they attack items? Like, if I was to turn around and stab the canvas.
I feel like psychic damage probably wouldn't hurt items
Yeah.
anyway, but
Most
it's up to
objects
Sage.
are immune to psychic damage.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Right, Devil, what are you thinking?
If you're talking, you're muted. Oh, there we go.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
I should coil up around her more often. She learns new things.
Yeah, sure, do it again. I have more character development. 156 will eagerly listen to Garrett talk about drills.
Is that what that commotion was?
Apparently.
Oh. It's fancy, at least.
Look, listen. Can we have a quick discussion about that? Because as part of my officer training, I did have to occasionally give the talk about personal boundaries.
156's ears will twitch, but she doesn't say anything.
So there's a lot of stuff about there's a lot of stuff they make you be prepared with your platoon. There's a lot of things about like appropriate behavior in the workplace and a lot of weird stuff that they do with bananas. But like step one is like don't touch anyone if they don't want to be touched, especially when they're sleeping. Like that's like rule number one.
It is true. Yeah.
So like I get it. I get that it's not like it's a biology thing, but like please don't touch anyone if they don't want to be touched. And I feel like we're there.
In the woods?
No, like we're there at the point where
You cut off at the end there.
it's a biological thing that you want warmth. I'm sure Betsy and Primrose will be more than happy to have snuggle buddies, but maybe not 156,
And I just pet.
Oh fuck, I keep forgetting you have that thing.
Have what thing?
It's
Oh,
Deep Crow or whatever.
Falcrow.
Right, well, I'm all packed up on the ferry now. I think I'm good to head back, unless you guys need anything else before I make my way out.
Will you be fine on the ferry, or it was dangerous getting here after all?
I should be fine. I think the biggest issue is so many life forms so close together. If it comes down to it, I can always abandon ship and make my way through the woods. Much safer that way, at least for one on foot.
Oh, we appreciate the ferrying. Best of luck getting back. Keep safe out there.
Yeah, you lot as well. It's certainly not a safe force to travel in, but it's safer than out in the plains with them barren bastards.
She will thieve can't thank you, which is honestly probably just the same as saying thank you in real life with your hands.
Mm-hmm. He will thieves camp back. Don't mention it. Alright. Well, good luck to you. Gonna head on out now. I'll give a nod. I pick up a bowl of stew as he does so and start sipping on it as he makes his way back to his ferry.
He's right, I hate Baron Von Bastard. Guy's an asshole.
What?
No, I'm just being silly.
I mean, we did have a near close call with the Baron's ward.
So I'm still really confused what the thing about the bananas was.
Okay, so
Yeah, I don't know about that either.
So in not in the health classes I went to, because I was a good Christian boy and we weren't allowed to talk about penises. But in public health classes where they actually teach you public health, they teach you how to put a condom on with a banana.
But we were talking about HR, not health class.
Yeah, because the whole point was that he was supposed to be like giving a lecture about like physical harassment.
Oh.
And he comes, he's in the army, and for a lot of people that join the army, it's their first real exposure to, different people. So, they don't know shit.
Also, is it bananas? Because I always thought, and in my experience, it was cucumbers.
I mean,
Yeah, it's
whatever. And any kind of phallic fruit.
Anyways, the party have enjoyed their morning breakfast, some polite conversation, or some more talking to and general pointed direction. The party are able to pack up camp and head out eastward. You guys are free to discuss as you travel, but as you guys are traveling, would you like to travel at a slow, medium, or fast pace, and would you like to travel off path to head to Ravenshire?
How far are we from Ravenshire at this point since we took the river?
Ravenshire is 82 miles as the crow flies.
I don't see any reason not to stick to the path. I mean, we're not gonna run out into any of the Baron's men out here. And if we do run into anyone from Ravenshire, it's probably helpful. And I think we're more likely to encounter Fae in the forests. Also, we'll probably be
On the
able
path
to take
medium?
a quicker pace. Yeah, on the path medium sounds good.
All right. Means you guys are looking at that, which means shoop.
At 156, we'll sit with Garridan, like next to him, and take like lessons on how to drive. Not that I'm taking like skills in it, but for funsies.
All right.
Why? I don't know how to drive.
Yeah, but you're always the one driving, so you probably know how to drive better than her.
Sure. So, I guess you're glad to be off the water, right?
Me?
Well, I mean, you too, but I mean, so Hein.
Oh,
He just looks at Ein.
Most definitely. Water doesn't mix well with spur.
Well, at least we didn't have to, walk.
True enough.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to walk. This forest scares the bejesus out of me.
I don't mind
Walking
walking,
is
but
good for you.
You
I don't
can't
mind
even
walking.
walk. Shut up. Sorry.
I don't mind walking, but these days when I walk for too long, the ground seems to catch fire. I should probably get that checked out.
Yeah, that sounds dangerous, especially in the forest.
What kind of doctor do you even go to for that?
Kind in Tranquillium, probably. Sorry.
This is the world's most dangerous podiatrist.
How do you
Yeah.
describe that to a doctor? Doctor, it hurts it burns when I walk.
Do they have podiatrists in your world?
I'm not particularly, at least definitely not in Vazia. But as you guys are traveling along the road, Taranef will call to the back of the carriage. We got a fork in the road here. Cuts off opposite direction towards the river's bank, but if I recall correctly, Tom told us about a way shrine that way. If you guys want to make a detour, we can head that way, and then head back to Ravenshire.
Can I look at the map? Can
Yep.
you tell me
Yep.
where we are on the map?
You guys are here.
Can you like force and center? I don't know where he is.
I have done so.
That do you think that'll be safer or?
No, it's not gonna get us anywhere particular, but from what I gathered, way shrines, they have an innate connection to the other way shrines, allowing travel rapidly from one range shrine to another, though you must be attuned to them, similar to how one attunes to magical items. So it would be
That's
a path
really
forward.
convenient. Sure. I mean, could help in a jam.
Well, let us make a hasty escape. Things become unfortunate.
Sure.
Alright, very well. Detour it is.
As she says, sure, 156 is just eyeing Betsy and Primrose. She's like, can donkeys attune to things, and do they expect me to leave the donkeys?
Alright, let me just see if there's an encounter on the road. Would you like to spend any destiny to reduce this encounter chance?
Nope. Let's get some
Well.
experience.
EXP! EXP!
Alright. Let's roll encounter.
Wait, someone wants to be level 5.
It's me. I can get my at level 5. I get my paladin archetype.
Level 5, I just get uncanny dodge.
I also get
level
another dice of sneak attack.
Uh,
level 5, I get another revelation, which is really big for me, actually.
I mean, also uncanny dodge is really good.
Let's see.
I get more
here.
HP.
One day in Thursday, I'll have uncanny dodge at like level 14.
Oh, speaking of which, I forgot. Part of the Oracle curse, I select slashing to gain resistance to.
That sounds pretty dang good.
Because I completely
Oh,
forgot
I
that
get-
was a feature.
I get extra attack and fast movement.
Alright. As you all
Because 60-foot movement.
begin your travel westward along the path towards the way shrine of the Duskwood, something seems to stir and cause mild panic within the mules. You hear them trying to buck wildly, trying to diverge off path. I need those who are driving the wagon to roll me an animal handling check.
I assist.
You can, yes.
'Cause I'm not really driving, but I'm sitting up there with him.
Let me roll again for the assist. Okay, a 10. I don't know who else is up here.
It'd be
What's animal handling? Wisdom?
animal
Yes.
handling is yeah,
Okay. I'm good then.
and Terranaf would be up top with you. But let's see, map wise, should be this one will work.
It's a surprise dragon. Please don't. I'm not ready to fight a dragon yet.
Just getting you guys set up on the map.
Think of all the nice things we could make out of a dragon.
All right, with the aid of 156, you have a 10. Now, and
You know, it just...
Hmm?
Sorry.
I was just gonna say I need to roll a check for the Primrose and them, so go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I just thought of something fun. It's not like I would want it to happen, but in a situation like this, imagine if it was a dragon and we TPK'd, but because we're in a quote-unquote public area, someone finds us and decides to resurrect us, and we all need to roll on the race table to see what we come back as. So we get to continue playing, just not as ourselves, but as ourselves. That just sounds like a fun idea.
All right. As you lot are busy trying to calm the mules. I need everyone to roll me a perception check.
I rolled a 1. Alright. I mean, that makes sense. I would be very focused on the mules.
Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Ein and Wary, as well as Terranath. The three of you notice the sounds of thundering feet coming from the south, crushing and breaking of branches, snowfall ripping from the trees themselves. As those who roll a 15 or higher, look to the south and see two large, lumbering forms wielding mighty clubs, chains wrapped around their body and the weapons themselves, as they shriek out in a blood-curdling cry. Blood! I need everyone to roll me initiative.
What language was that?
What languages do you speak?
Common, Scree, Thieves' Cant, Primordial. So, I mean, I probably don't speak it, but...
That would be
there's an
primordial.
off chance
They
it
would
was...
say blood.
Oh, I was on the off chance it was Primordial. I'll go ahead and ask.
I think I'm missing a language still. I think I'm missing a language still, but I'll deal with that later.
One,
Where's the
two,
initiative
three.
button? I'm sorry, I was blind. I couldn't find the initiative button.
Oof. 4. That's 4 people's rolls. Sorting initiative. All right. 1, 5, 6. Noticing the threat the fastest, your perception, however, was not enough. You are too distracted, so you are considered surprised. Parnath. Ah, fuck, we got company. Wait, these things aren't supposed to be here. Someone care for the horses. He will rapidly jump off the wagon, bow drawn, as he is going to fire 2 arrows off at Gorebelly 1. Pew, pew. Both arrows will meet their mark, but slamming ineffectually against the thickened flesh of the Gorebelly. It's not hard to hit these things, it's just hard to actually damage them. Essentially, a 13's a miss.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Ein. Let's see, your perception was a 18. Yeah, you're good to go.
Alright, oh boy. Well, first things first. What type of check can I make on these to figure out what type of creatures they are, and if they're resistant to fire or not?
Well, their checks would be appropriate towards gossip, arcana, religion, or tactics, which tactics is the new name for martial. What is your martial plus bonus? Plus 10.
Hold on. I believe we already know what these are because we encountered them, or I encountered them, walking around the town.
You have
and we
encountered
made
them.
checks on them then.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we should already know the information Witch is asking for. I just don't remember it offhand.
I believe it would be resistance to fire that we don't know because, I don't think we actually fought these.
Yeah, you never fought them. You just saw them, so... You know that their traits are deadly, precise, ruthless, and vigorous.
Let's figure out their resistance system.
Alright.
Skill
Roll
check.
that beautiful bean footage.
That is enough. They have no resistances, immunities, or vulnerabilities.
Alright, so they're literally meat sacks. Alright.
I think you're getting a little bit of crossover there. Oh wait, that's not you. Look,
Well-
Hux could 100% be a witch character, okay?
Well, anyway. What do I want to cast? This is turn 1. Do I have my full turn, or...?
Yeah.
Well, let's start with the classic. I will cast Bless at 2nd level on all of the party.
So, all PCs. 'Cause
All
the party
PCs,
is more
yep.
than 4. So.
Alright. Also, I advise Ripley to stay out of the way because, you know,
Yeah.
we don't want to repeat with the raid. Alright.
Action used. Movement left. And bonus.
Don't really have a good bonus option. Alright.
Alright, crawling from out of the wagon past the mules. You see they're very much panicked at the moment, trying to buck their way out of the wagon's grasp, but they are still held strong towards it. They are surprised, so they don't get a turn this round, but next round they will attempt to break free unless they are calmed.
Alright. Could I try to... I don't think I can call them as a bonus action, but could I try to help the next person to do that?
It'd be
with
an action.
My bonus action. Okay.
All right.
Bonus action. Unfortunately, I'm not a bard, so I don't have a lot of good bonus
No problem.
actions.
From there we go to Wary.
I think in this instance, slithering out to meet the foes would probably be the better idea. Now I will stop my movement there, and I'd like to use my action to taunt them.
Very good. Roll me Intimidate.
Should also probably turn on Rage.
Yeah, that's the next step. You look ugly. I'm gonna make mincemeat out of you.
Let's see here. One on the right, one on the left. This one will look towards you.
Go! You fuck! You ugly!
156 will chuckle despite her fear. I don't know if you understand that, but I do.
This one
Mincemeat
here.
isn't actually meat, it's technically fruit if we're going by the English standard.
The one to the south is not, in fact, antagonized, but the north one is, and must target you as a hostile creature. Any of its attacks. All right. Anything else?
Rage, and that's it.
All right. Very good. Very good. From there, we go to Garrett, and
He
you were
called me
surprised
ugly.
as your perception was not high enough. Same with Ryan. Same with Primrose. The Gorebellies both have gained initiative because they rolled horrible. Minus 0.02, and then minus 1.02 is their initiative. Oof.
Oof.
Yep. All right.
Do you
Gorebelly 1.
speak primordial, the devil?
No,
Then you don't know.
but
what
he
they
said
called
you ugly. Oh, okay.
Yeah. All that
I mean-
translation was them speaking primordial. I'm just translating it for
Okay.
1.6.
Okay.
Could we have
I don't
picked up
know.
Primordial from our level up?
You guys were dealing with a lot of the Fallen who do speak primordial as a main language, so it is possible, yes. He is going to use a bonus action to enrage, as he will slam his fist into his chest a couple times, thumping. And from there, he is now enraged, and I believe his macros already have an enraged version. Yes, he does. Cool. He is then going to stride forward, readying his mighty club to swing towards you. All right. I'm going to check to make sure the macro doesn't already come with advantage on the dice. because I might have done that. It does not, so I'll roll again to see if it actually is. So that is a 17 to hit for 16 bludgeoning, and then the, if you're hit, then con save and all that.
That will hit. So, damage for 16.
16 bludgeoning. Reduced to 8 because of your rage.
It reduced it, I think. Yeah. No? Oh, weird.
No, it looks like you took 16 damage.
Yeah, you had the 3 temp, or the temp HP. All right. The outputs needs to be updated, but yeah.
Heal yourself 3 more because or 4 more because you had the temp HP.
No, I had the temp HP calculated in there.
Mhm.
It got rid of my temp HP.
Oh, okay.
And then Constitution. I wonder why it didn't auto.
What damage type did you set it to?
Physical.
Huh. Weird. It should have auto done it.
Yeah.
Did you use the campaign macro?
Yeah, I used the campaign macro, the damage.
Oh.
Oh, I might have hit psychic.
Oh, that could have been
They're
it.
right near each other.
Yeah.
I am dyslexic.
Oof. Alright, that is a successful con save. However, I attempted to shove you as well, so give me a athletics or acrobatics check to resist being shunted.
Athletics is what I want. Oh, this is advantage because I'm raging.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, yeah, okay. Advantage on skill strength checks. Still get pushed.
20, no, take the first roll. So, I had a 15 on the first roll, so you managed to avoid being shoved. However, the creature, annoyed that you did not get flung, he will try again, trying to slam you into the tree as he swings a wide arc towards you. 27 to hit for 19 bludgeoning.
That will do the damage.
Damage is reduced to 9 after your resistance. There's also another con save versus burden, and then a shove attempt of 18.
What does burden do again?
Burden reduces your ability to move.
Oh, thank God for the lame curse. Haha, joke's on them. My speed can't be reduced anymore.
The big thing for you would be
the
you cannot
scorch.
dash and disengage.
Yeah.
Alright, you managed to avoid the burden condition as the creature's blow did not slam into you properly. Now for your athletics, 24 is enough to beat him as you are not flung into the tree, but you did take 2 solid thwops into your side. And that is his go. His buddy will now gain initiative. His buddy will likewise run forward, smacking his chest. And rage. And he will swing towards you with his mighty club. That is a 24 to hit for the first one. For 33 damage. Dear God, I'm rolling hot.
Your lord.
Thing that I said? Yeah, that might still be fun.
Alright. He is then going to swing at you again after you roll your attempts of con and shove. Alright, you managed to resist both the shove and the burden. He will swing at you again. That is a 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
Oof. 23 bludgeoning, reduced to 11.
Oh boy. I'm not playing Taro here, so this healing is going to be very hard to keep up with.
And saving throw. Let's see if I actually fail.
Managed to resist the burden. However,
But
you
not the
are
shove.
shoved forward. That is a 9 versus my 20, so that is a fail by 2 degrees. So you are pushed back, flung 15 feet, and suffer a d6 points of fall damage as you are bashed backwards. 4 fall damage to 2. All right, and that is their turn. Top of the round, 156.
What?
Give me a second. I'm just looking at my boots real quick to make sure I can do something. 'Cause I don't have them in map tools because they take a lot of space. I just have to keep going to Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Okay, then that's what do I have for?
In the meanwhile, Nerp, I have a question.
Yes.
All right, so my Firewalker origin lets me convert damage from my spells that use attack rolls to fire damage, right?
Mhm.
How does that work with this? Like, if I cast Spiritual Weapon, then would that count as a fire spell if I convert the damage to fire damage instead?
If the spell itself is converted to fire, then it is considered a fire for the purposes of Spirit of Fire.
Okay, and I'm going to assume that for obvious reasons, Spiritual Weapon, if I cast it, it would only proc it one time, because...
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
Alright. Can I make a
That's all I
martial
need
check
to-
if I'm not trained in it?
Well, tactics, but yes.
Or yeah, that. Sorry.
You
What
can-
is
yeah,
the
you can make it.
modifier for that?
It's wisdom based. Also, that Phil when Probot just died.
Whoop.
Why does it have to be wisdom based?
It's
Hey,
the nature.
20.
Aha, what are you trying to learn about them? That is enough to learn 2 things.
Okay, so I want to know something a little unorthodox because I'm planning on doing this a little indifferent, so tell me if I can't know it and then I'll pick something off the list. Basically, I plan to use Psychic Whispers along with a Deception or some other type of roll to stagger them or scare them into leaving or something like that. Because they are intelligent creatures, so there has to be something that they can fear, but they're stupid creatures, so other voices inside their heads might freak them out. But I don't know what would scare them.
With that, you know that the gore bellies, as these creatures are formed as a sort of slave labor towards the cursed ones, large burdening beasts that are pushed forward through pain and through other means of intimidation by their overseers. It is likely a overseer of sorts could be something that they would fear if it is something that is their particular overseer. As you know from your companion, the fallen that you met back up in Cadus, Some tribes are obviously very much scared of them. Other tribes have them under their control. So just a traditional overseer fallen might not work, but it could. It's also possible that something of a similar nature to them, in terms of like the overseers, but larger, could also be something that they would fear.
Okay, so they respect and fear the marked ones, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, so as an action, I am going to use Psychic Whispers. I do need to roll to make sure I can hit both of them, I think. Let me read. Choose one or more creature. Oh, no, I don't need to roll. It's, I need to roll for the hours that it lasts, but I don't care about that. And it lasts a minimum of 1, and hopefully we're not going to be doing this in an hour, so... She will let out a powerful shriek inside their minds that is meant to jar them and maybe be a little painful. And then she will say the following. Her mind's voice is not as timid as her voice, especially in a situation like this.
Mm.
Hold on, let me... Under what conditions do they live in as slaves? Are they like kept in pens? Are they like what?
Generally, they are kept in caged environments. Yeah. You don't know too much about them. You do have lore for the area, but it's... Which is why I'm giving you what I'm giving you, but yeah.
So after the scream will come words in a very harsh tone that I am not going to RP out to save my voice and to not scream at everyone.
Mm.
She will say, the ones the overseers claim become stupider all the time. How dare you attack those that move through this forest under the blessings of the marked ones? Your overseer will pay for this, I assure you. And it's supposed to be like they are going to get even more in trouble because their overseer is going to get in trouble because they have the blessing of the marked ones.
Roll me a deception and intimidate.
Can I have advantage on either? Because of the psychic scream and the mind talkies.
I'll give you advantage on the intimidate, not the deception.
Okay. 1 second.
Would you like to add anything to this rolls before I reveal results?
Yeah. Can I technically add my inspiration? You can't gain advantage again.
Correct. You could add it to your deception, but you can't add it to intimidation.
Wasn't inspiration just a reroll?
Nope. Inspiration is
Are
advantage.
you blessed?
They are blessed, but blessed only applies to saving throws and attack rolls, not ability checks.
Right.
Inspiration and is supposed to be just be advantage, but a lot of times people just hand wave it as a reroll.
Indeed.
So it's
I'll use my inspiration on the deception check, even though I rolled pretty high. I'm hoping a higher deception, if they really believe that I am from the Overseer, will lower, or the marked ones will lower the DC for the intimidation. So let me reroll that again. No. Okay,
Alright.
so 17, 15.
17, 15. Let's see. Alright, and then your check. And then bonuses due to the deception. Alright, the Gorebellies will look out, panicked somewhat due to the shriek, and then the voices entering their mind. Get out! No! No! Get out! Oh! You speak! You speak! They look very panicked at the moment. You're not sure the current results of your checks, but that will be determined soon. Anything else?
That will be determined soon. Alright, yeah, that was just an action, and talking is a free action, so I'm gonna bonus action hide and move over here.
Alright, very good, very good. Roll me your stealth, and from there we will go to Terranath. I'm not quite sure what that was, but I'm gonna shoot them.
16.
16, you feel stealthy. 2 arrows launch from Terranath's bow, first one plinking against the thick flesh of number 1, the second one finding its mark, dealing 6 damage. Just gonna go and take cover over here. Fine.
Huh. Well. Go spiritual weapon. Bonus action. Yep. Did I actually get... I might actually have the picture. Alright.
Ah, yes.
A Firefox.
The mighty Firefox
And-
peers.
Oh, hold on, I have a better picture. Alright, here's my spiritual weapon.
There we go.
Should, yeah.
Oh my god. Is it
The
actually a
Firefox.
stuffed animal?
It's supposed to be a fox fox made of fire,
Okay.
so I can make the pun. Alright. Fire damage.
The fox will grace the edge of the Gorebelly's flesh as it begins to singe and bubble.
Alright, and then it will fire will also leap from the fox onto Wary to heal Wary for 2d8.
Wary, you heal for
Alright.
11.
And then as my actual action, I will try to calm the mules.
Pretty good. Roll me an animal handling.
I am not a very good animal handling because right now my feet are currently on fire.
Yep, they are very much panicked and the fire feat does not help. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Alright, Betsy will try to break free of their bindings to the carriage. And with
Jesus
a tremendous
Christ.
force, you hear a snap. Chink! As they are going to book it away.
Hey, I thought we talked about this.
Yeah, but, you know, the Gorebellies are different. Wait, I can only go 40 feet. Let me fix that. They will provoke from you, Ein, if you'd like to do anything about that. And Garridan as well.
Can I non-lethally trip them?
You can
Question
attempt to
mark.
trip, yes, that'd be an athletics check.
Don't trip a horse or a donkey or any type of equine, please.
All right. The other option is I kick it. was my feet that are on fire.
I'll try to just hold them and keep them calm in place.
All right.
So I guess just need a grab. Okay, I rolled a 2.
Well, I rolled a natural
okay.
1, but it's better than your 2 as you try to grab hold of the mule, but it manages to slip out of your grasp.
Oh wait, this is an attack.
It's an athletics check.
Oh, yeah. No, never mind.
I'll try, I guess.
All right, also trying to grapple it.
Behold my mightiest. Jesus Christ. Okay.
All right, that one also manages to slip from your grasp as it is very squirrely and just goes.
I should have kicked it.
Wary.
Ow. Gonna go ahead and
It's okay,
Yeah.
Larry. You're currently on fire. The fire is healing.
yeah, it's fine.
You have advantage to attack either of them due to their rage.
Yes, I will move to there and attack Gorebelly 1.
Excellent.
I don't even need to reckless. I should. It's extra damage.
Why don't you need a reckless?
They're already reckless.
Because
so
I already have advantage.
Yep.
From what?
They're enraged.
They're enraged and they're
Oh.
basically with every turn.
19
it's
will
I see.
slam into their flesh, dealing 19 damage that digs deep.
156
Is cleaving minimum damage to the next one?
Yeah, minimum dice damage and all that, or minimum damage. Yeah.
No,
Alright, so
actually,
minimum damage for that. 10, 12, 11, and 13 damage to the other
Alright.
one.
Also, I forgot to roll with advantage, so can I quick fish was the spiritual weapon?
Sure. Alright. Right, your
Yeah,
mighty
okay.
weapon cleaves past and through the flesh of the first and into the second one as they scream out in pain. Anything else?
I'm going to whimper as I'm about to get hit again, I'm pretty sure.
Alright, very good.
156 is just awaiting eagerly to see if her trick worked.
Garridan.
All right, I'm gonna have my familiar just keep an eye on the mules. I'm gonna use my skill check to try and calm the animal handling as my freebie. All right, 9 probably didn't do
Yep,
much.
not enough.
All right, I'm going to green flame blade number 1
Excellent.
on my advantage. Let me impersonate.
Are you
Right.
standing on me for a reason?
No, I'm
you
not.
are here on my screen, and Garridan's
Oh.
here.
I'm one down. I wouldn't have been able to cleave without being in that corner.
That's
You're
fine.
one higher than.
Oh,
I'll get you. There you go.
I can go here and against one creature, lead to a different creature that you can see within 5 feet of it. So that one will suffer a nominal amount of fire damage, 2 fire damage, and this one suffers 12, and I'm gonna throw some pepper on it. I'm going to spend a 2nd level spell slot to give them a good old smite.
Very good, very good.
Roll that for you. Of a smiting.
Mm-hmm.
Is it considered a fiend?
These creatures are giants.
Okay. Sad to ask for purposes of the smite.
A lot of the cursed
Alright,
ones are considered fiends, so that's a fair question.
So a total of 29 damage. That is slashing, fire, radiant.
All right, the damage crashes into the creature's form as you see the wounds begin to tear open, causing massive damage, and the creature seems exceedingly panicked, but it is still alive. The other one looks over.
That's my turn. I'm gonna go use the restroom. If I get hit, I will throw up shield
Excellent.
at first level.
Ryan, he's going to go and hide behind the wagon and try to calm this mule.
There. Don't panic. Everyone's not panicking. We're not panicking here, mule. It's more of a conversation for myself.
Okay, they didn't
Did we
manage to
keep
calm the
panic-
mule. He's panicking, but he's not as panicked. Primrose is going to try to book it. And has not managed to break the strap that holds them there, but they are still panicking.
I swear, if you make me chase you down, I'm making you into dinner tonight.
I don't know why I accidentally clicked the next. Alright, there you go. Gorebelly 1. Suddenly you see the wounds in the Gorebelly rapidly begin to stitch and heal.
Come on, intimidation and deception.
And then, saving throw. Wisdom. No hurt! No hurt! He says in Primordial.
Hits.
And he will disengage
Hiss.
as he runs 50 feet to the south, shrieking in Primordial. No hurt! No Circe! The other one will also heal for 14 as their wounds begin to rapidly stitch and heal themselves. It's a whiz save. He, coward! He is going to strike out towards you, Wary. He does not have advantage because of the panic state that they are in, but he is still rolling at normal, because disadvantage and advantage cancel each other out. That is a 22 to hit for 19 bludgeoning, reduced to 9 because of rage.
I made one disengage. I'm happy.
Oh, come. I'm just not in a good mood today.
Right, you managed to resist the burdening blast of his mighty club, but he manages to launch you 5 feet back. Not enough to do any damage, but you do skid across the snow. You stupid! He'll step forward. And that is his turn. 156.
Wary, I'm setting you on fire again.
1 second, I'm measuring.
It's fine. Everything is fine.
It's okay, the fire heals. The fire will mend all your wounds.
Trying to decide if I want to attack, and I don't do that much damage, or if I want to double down trying to get rid of this thing.
I mean, you have auto advantage against it, so you'll have sneak attack, so you'll probably do a decent amount of damage anyway.
Sure.
I also don't feel like they're actually as strong as they look. In terms of like HP anyway, because we almost blew one up.
I would like to disagree.
Okay, I'm sorry. In terms of how bulky they are, they're strong. They're not as bulky as they look. Fat burns easily.
Yeah, but they heal every round.
Yeah. So that means
I
we
do a
should-
1d6 and a 1d4. The most damage I can do to it this round is 10. It will heal that.
Yeah, but that also means it's not healing the other damage we're...
That's if I roll max, yes.
Aren't you level 4 rogue?
Yes?
Your sneak attack is 2d6.
No, I'm talking about my 2 psychic blade attacks.
Ah.
Uh,
Well, it's up to you what you want to do. It is your turn.
don't you get sneak attack with the psychic blade anyway?
Yeah.
I have no idea how
You
that
do.
works.
Yeah, you do. So it would be 2d6.
Alright. That is her movement action. Alright. This is the correct everything, just ignore the name. Yeah, okay. Impersonate.
Oh, damn.
Okay!
Roll to confirm your crit.
Yeah?
Alright, the crit
Oh.
will confirm as sneaking from the shadows, you lunge down, jabbing the blade into the lower abdomen to a weakened spot, the Gorebelly's flesh. That is 9, plus your 6 psychic, so that is 15, plus the 1 psychic that's not crit, so that is 16, and that is 26. 29 damage.
Is that sneak attack up to date since the
I'll look at-
Remy's out?
I'll
Yeah.
check.
It should be.
1d6 plus doop doop. Yep. And then we have your combat. Yeah. No, it's good. They did it properly.
Good.
I know how to follow simple directions.
Yes, that is 29 damage as the blade digs deep into the Gorebelly's flesh. No, God. He says in
Alright.
Primordial.
As a bonus action,
That trigger.
I will attack with my second psychic blade. Take this for the attack, ignore it for the damage.
Yep.
Well, you can take it for the sneak attack, but ignore it for
Well,
the damage.
Snake is only applies once.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so there's a roll. Do 4. Alright.
Alright, so that is your offhand does not get the bonus for ability modifier for your second blade, correct?
It does.
Okay, so that is 4 damage then. Cool.
Like, I don't see any reason it wouldn't.
Most of the
As
time
a
it doesn't
free
apply,
Oh, I have chill touch.
but your
It
second
doesn't
blaze.
say any.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything otherwise, so it just reduces the damage die, which is what I just read. So yeah, you're good. The big
and as a
thing. Go ahead.
As a free action, she will say out loud in Primordial. You will not even get to experience the torment, or the torment of punishment. Instead, you'll be granted the pleasure of death.
All right. Anything else?
Not unless I can make an intimidate with that, but it was more just to harp on my earlier roll.
You certainly can.
Sure. I mean, I might as well take it if I'm being given it. $15.
No change in his current demeanor.
Okay.
All right, Terranath will move down to here and will release 2 arrows into its side. Pew, pew. Both will miss, doing no damage as they just plink against
Is
his
that what's
thick hide.
advantage?
Oh, I do have advantage. First one's a
Yeah.
10, second one is a critical with a confirmed
There we
crit. That is 14 damage. Or, yeah, 14 damage either way. I got to the end result either way. Damage applied as the arrow pierces into its flesh. As you see him get to a lower state, he goes, "You stupid!" And he looks even angrier than before, as his other ability has just triggered. Ein.
All right. Bonus action. Have a hug.
Mm-hmm.
And
The
Fishing-
Firefox
okay.
will manage to grace the flesh of the Gorebelly, dealing 10 fire damage.
nice. And then, so what was that about healing again? We're not having you heal. Chill touch.
Chill Touch. That
Cool.
is advantage 22 to hit for 8 necrotic damage.
Except this time, it's in the form of blue fire, because everything's fire was.
Excellent.
All right. Your wounds will no longer knit.
Let's see, that's another.
8 sack.
And then that. Alright. It hurts. Anything else?
I'm going to stare this donkey directly in the eyes. And as a
Yeah,
skill
because
check,
that's not intimidating.
try to calm it.
Alright. Roll me animal handling. The donkey still seems like the giant Gorebelly is more of a threat than your eyes. He is not calmed as you miss the DC by 1.
I'm going to make donkey stew out of you if you move.
Betsy will continue their movement. Oh, I'm not sure why I'm grabbing Sophia. Boop. There you go. Wary. The creature looks haggard, near death, but is still standing.
I'm gonna swing at it while saying, I'm going to make a bunt cake out of your brain pan. Still advantage?
Yeah. Now we'll crash into it as his flesh is torn asunder, defeated.
Regenerate from that.
Alright. Anything else? Just a lot of movement and
Gonna
all that good stuff.
Wary, we need you to run down a mule.
just
They went that
gonna
way.
50 foot over to here.
Alright. Sean is still AFK. Do you guys plan on chasing down the fleeing Gorebelly?
No. We have a more important fleeing creature to chase down.
Alright. In that case, I would consider the combat completed, as you guys have successfully fended off the assaulting Gorebellies.
Nice.
God damn it, I can't even do what I want to do now. 156 is just gonna take off after the donkey.
Alongside Wary.
Alright. As you all begin to regroup at the wagon, some of you chasing off after the fleeing mule, I need those chasing after the mule to roll me an animal handling check.
Do I get advantage
do,
as
yes.
I normally do?
Yes.
Okay.
Do I get advantage for having talked to them about this earlier?
No.
Okay.
Well, I can't roll.
Alright.
That feeling when you try to do something unique and cool in combat, and it sort of works, and then you just actually do combat and you just fucking crit and do a shit ton of damage, then you wonder why you ever tried to do anything cool.
Because it was cool.
That's usually how it works.
But
That's how it usually works.
as you two chase off over the mule, the fleeing Betsy, 156, you were a little too aggressive due to the fearful gaze that you left upon the Gorebellies that Betsy kind of still smells the blood that caused from your dagger digging into its flesh. I mean, that was the second blade. Little too confused due to the stench of the Gorebelly due to its close proximity to you. However, Wary's calming hiss does calm Betsy enough to return to the party, as the DC was lowered by 5 because you guys were no longer in combat.
Are we letting that one guy flee?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
As Betsy comes back and everything is good,
will stay
all
here.
of you will notice 156 has just this very self-satisfied grin on her face. You have never seen her have this much confidence before, but she seems almost giddy now that the donkeys are no longer in danger.
Pet.
That could have gone much better, but it could have gone much worse, so I think that was a job well done. Those blades of yours are certainly a help. Wouldn't want to be on the business end of that.
I can attest, they are painful.
Yeah.
Is that what happened last night? Squint.
I think so.
Is
I was
Ein
half asleep.
actually hurt?
No, it looks like their
Is
HP
your-
bar is fucked.
Bar's weird.
Yeah.
You can just damage this for 0 and I'll fix it. Well, it's certainly a concern that these things are so far out of the dying lands. But we were warned about keep these beings being in the woods. Didn't think it would be that type of thing, though.
Well, given that there's a plague from the dying lands, apparently, back home. Wow. That explains a lot.
Perhaps the dying lands are spreading. Maybe they are the plague.
Perhaps. Either way, I think it best we hurry up our pace.
Agreed.
In that case, let me lead the way. I'll burn the trails through this forest. Figuratively, of course.
Right.
Probably shouldn't
Wait.
burn the forest down.
You want to lead
Figuratively.
even though... You want to lead even though you're the slowest among us?
I think they mean leading the wagon's charge.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Right. As you all continue your travel along the path, midday hits when you finally arrive at a strange, raised stone pillar of sorts, emblazoned with runic symbols all around it that seem to glow a faint blue.
I just want to say I hate all of you.
I feel so loved.
Well, not you. You're not a PC. Although you could have done it as Terranap. I'm surprised no one asked why the Gorebelly ran. I had something I wanted to do, but never mind.
I'm pat you on the head.
I've helped you plenty tonight.
You have. You got stabbed for your efforts, so I appreciate it. But no, okay, we get to the shrine.
There was nothing to tell that anything happened.
Yeah.
You just saw the Gorebelly turn around and run away mid-combat.
He
Yeah,
was
'cause we
heavily
slapped the
injured,
shit out of
though,
it.
so that's why I
Yeah,
didn't say
fair
anything for
enough.
Terranaf because
Also-
of his injuries.
That's
Also, in fairness, I did intimidate them before you did.
Also, we sort of took out over half of the Gorebelly's house in one turn.
Mhm.
So it's just sort of, oh, the Gorebelly almost exploded, so then it ran away like a baby.
But as you all arrive at the way shrine of the Duskwood, you see the raised monolith of sorts with its runic magics upon its base. It takes time to attune to it. Do you wish to take the short rest to attune?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. You begin your short rest. It is achieved without issue, as everyone has achieved the way shrine of the Duskwood. Adding this to your notes. All right. Very good, very good. And would you like to increase your pace to fast or maintain your medium pace as you make your way back to Ravenshire? Or more accurately, to Ravenshire.
I'd say maintain.
We're already traveling at 1.5 times speed, right? From Hein's item.
You are doing that now because you are taking the lead.
So let's just go.
All right.
Blaze the trail.
You guys travel for another 4 hours as sun begins to set. A faint, snowy storm begins to fall down upon the valley. You guys wish to find camp or push onwards, as there is a tavern not too far ahead. At least that's what Tom told you about.
We can. My item also gives us advantage on checks and saves to resist environmental effects, as well as other stuff related to it. So
If we're
I would push.
yeah,
let's push.
let's just push.
Also, I feel slightly redeemed because Castle Ravenholm is a thing, so I don't feel bad anymore about forgetting if the town was Ravenshire or Ravenholm.
Mhm.
All right, pushing forward. I need everyone to give me their
I
good
would like
old...
to point.
Yeah.
I would like to point out that as soon as snow starts falling, Wary is going to find the warmest thing to cuddle up against.
Probably Ein.
Probably.
Ein is indifferent.
All right.
Foxes eat snakes after all, sometimes.
I need the party to give me a Constitution saving throw as their forced march through the night.
We have advantage.
Yep.
I'm gonna use War Mage to add
I don't-
+4 and make that a 15.
I don't have access to my tokens, so one moment.
Go back to the last map.
Which one was that?
God, now knowing that Wary likes heat and Ein's steps are made of fire, all I can imagine is Wary being like, yes, step on me, fire mommy.
Have you done?
Luckily, that's not going to happen. Wow. Okay.
Wow, our rolls are trash.
Your rolls are trash.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna roll for Terranath. And
Advantage.
your friendly neighborhood Hoot Hoot is just going to sleep. So if you guys are attacked, he will be caught off guard, but he is just gonna sleep. And let's see here. Bonuses to this is 2, and I have advantage. Okay. All right.
Jesus Christ.
And then the mules. All right.
Holy shit.
One of the
These
mules
are-
looks a little tired, gaining exhaustion 1 as you press on for the hour, but everyone else managed to succeed on their forced march. Judging from your current position, you believe that the inn is just an hour ahead. Do you wish to press on for the additional hour or find rest?
Would it take another forced march?
It will take another forced march.
And would that be increased DC?
By 1, yeah.
Do we still have the advantage?
Yeah.
Might as well.
The
Yeah.
mule, the tired mule would lose it because of exhaustion 1, but yeah.
I'd
All
say
right.
we should try.
Let's try.
All right. Let's see here.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Math.
How many ones have we rolled on advantage today?
Also, Sage, what's up with your combat rolls being 18s, 19s, and 20s,
Well,
but when it's for us, you're rolling 2s and 3s?
My
For
dice
some
are
reason,
only
it took
dangerous. at the end.
disadvantage on that roll.
Oh, what?
Oh.
Sean?
For some reason, it took disadvantage on your roll instead of advantage.
No, the 5 is the one that's not crossed out.
Yeah, she just rolled a 5 in the natural one.
Yeah, 5 or
Jesus.
1 plus 1 equals 6.
Oh, never mind. I'm dumb.
Yeah, it's Look, if you look at our past rolls, we have rolled 4 natural ones in advantage rolls. So, I don't know. These dice are very cursed tonight.
All right. This time, 156. You're getting a little tired. Your eyes begin to flutter in and out of focus as you gain a level of exhaustion. Everyone else managed to make the save, though, as you guys, after an hour's more of travel, reach the Haughty Vine Inn. Coming upon this strange structure within the Duskwood, you see that the area itself is, well, true to its name, which you have yet to fully see the sign, a large wooden building of at least 2 stories, surrounded by massive coiling tendrils of plant matter. Oop. I'm gonna go grab your tokens.
And if there's one thing I can't stand, it's uppity plants.
Oh, they're just haughty.
Yes, haughty is another word for uppity.
Yes, but it's a more cultured word. It's haughty to say haughty.
Need to stop talking right now.
Alright, I'm gonna go find my NPCs for this map. But, as you arrive here, that is what you have found. A frost-covered
is there
well.
a
There is a sign declaring it as the Haughty Vine Inn just over here. You can see that the vines themselves appear to be coiling out from the ground and surrounding the building itself.
Is there a stable?
Not one that you can currently see, no.
Hopefully this isn't a Fey-run establishment. I'll eat our dreams if we sleep here.
If I
Or
remember
That's a
correctly,
thing?
Yes.
how about you go and you all get some rest. I'll try to find if there's a stable or somewhere we could put the wagon and Betsy and Primrose.
Well,
if I
Paradin,
remember,
I was actually thinking maybe you should go first and check it out because of.
She'll point to her ears and Wary's tail and Ryan's feathers and Taranos' ears. He's only an elf, but still.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Pine technically has their fox ears out right now.
that's a good idea. And I'll go and do that.
take care of the stabling. Though, if I recall, we were told not to mention her hair.
Don't mention her hair. Alright, speaking of hair,
His hair.
Don't mention anyone's hair.
I will attempt to pick 156 up and just sort of comb them for a bit.
156 will, squirm and what the fuck are you doing? But as she starts combing them, 156 will kind of calm down and relax and just let it happen. You know,
Look there.
have you ever seen Long Horizon, Witch?
Yeah.
I'm getting major fucking ninja girl and
Tonriot.
guild leader
someone-
vibes.
The guild secretary. To some extent.
I can't remember their name.
Henrietta? It's been a while.
I think it is Henrietta.
I think it is too.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Look, Ainza Kitsune, especially since, as far as I can tell, Syrik Kitsune are closer to the ones in traditional mythology. They are tricksters. They'll be nice, but they're also going to sort of be, doing it for their entertainment.
So you're gonna comb her hair, but you're gonna stick gum in it afterwards. Got it.
Well, maybe, but maybe also put bow ties in it.
Okay, yeah, now I'm really getting some Long Horizon vibes.
Smile.
Okay. There you are.
Look, I have a costume kit, and I will use the costume kit.
If the dress from Firefly makes an appearance, I will bite you.
Right. Moving up towards the buildings proper, you see that there is a warm and welcoming deck with a pair of shoe-based shelves, just small little things that shoes can be placed upon to keep, well, the interior dry and clean of any dirt that could be tracked in. The doors themselves are carved in a way to resemble a leaf-like pattern, and there is a warm light coming from beneath their bottom.
Am I supposed to take my shoes off?
Sage, is the word you're looking for a shoe rack?
Yeah.
Is that what that means? Do you know?
Hoot.
That's what you always say. I'll open the door, see if everyone's shoeless.
All right, open the door. It doesn't creak at all. It's fairly well oiled, and you see inside that there is, in fact, well, an empty tavern. At least no one immediately in view. However, as you do peer in a bit deeper, you can see that the place is well kept and it is well lit. There are several chandeliers that are hanging from the ceiling, giving it a warm ambience, and you can see some green skin kind of like leaning on the bar here. Not aware of your presence due to the fact that the door doesn't make noise.
Some green skin leaning on the bar.
Like an arm. Like a green-skinned arm.
Not just random green skin just draped over this bar. It's
Yep.
an actual arm. Got it.
Yep, it's an actual arm.
Alright, I'll walk in, continue to see all of the no one except that person.
I'm just gonna drop the token down. Oh, a visitor. Come on in. Come on in.
The heck is that thing? Says mentally to the DM.
Would you like to roll a gossip check to figure out what that is?
Sure, do I
Is that the
have
same
that?
thing that TNT was? Wait, that was the other campaign.
No. TNT is... In this campaign, for this
They're-
session they were here,
they're
they
an
were
Eladrin.
an Eladrin, yeah. One of the Fae-based elves tied to the Four Seasons.
Okay, well that looks like a Fae-based elf from the small picture, so
They are.
it was.
Is gossip the only check that could be made, or is there
History could work too.
other possibilities? Alright, I'll roll a history, because I don't have gossip trained, I'm pretty sure. But I do have history. $17.
All right, looking towards them. Well, you certainly haven't really encountered much of their kin before. Your initial suspicion of perhaps a green hag or other creature of this nature is unfounded. This being is a... just making sure I have the right name, because I'm pretty sure I have him marked as Wild Elf, but I want to make sure that is not me just talking out my ass. Elven races is a swift elf. They are keenly tied to the natural elements of plant, of vine, of forest, and many say they are directly tied to the Feywild. Though they are not Fey by themselves, they were at least said to be travelers who came to Kydrin and settled here, spanning upon as wandering sorts who aren't really known to have any one homestead or the like, but are people who find home on the road or on whatever land seems to take them.
Would I think they're cool with bestial humanoids? Kind of on reputation.
On reputation, they are not known to be particularly xenophobic, no.
Okay. Just head in. Good evening. wanted to inquire about my companions and I renting a couple rooms.
Well, certainly. We don't get a lot of travelers out this way, so we do have rooms available. Do you have... how many are in your number?
Mentally counts in my head.
I thought she was gonna say, "Do you have a loyalty card?" I don't know why.
We have 6 amongst us, as well as a wagon. We have a couple of donkeys. If there's anywhere around here that could shelter them.
Oh, right. Yeah, we don't get a lot of carriage travel out this way, but I can certainly see a nice safe spot to house your companions in that.
That would be very kind of you.
As for your traveling companions, not your transportation, what are you wanting? Separate rooms, joined rooms? There is limited space in some regards, as in most of our chambers are, well, double bedded. But we do have 3 rooms that are twin bed with 1 overall bed. Yeah, if you have a preference, or I can set you all up in one larger chamber.
On the bright side, at least one of your party doesn't mind sharing.
How many beds do the larger chambers have?
All right, so for ease, you have these ones here on the ground floor, which 1 bed each, 1 single bed each. And then if you go over to here on the 2nd floor, you have the larger chamber that can fit the entire party. And then you have these single 2s, and then you have the 3s, and then you have the single 1 beds.
Let's call it 3 of the twin bedrooms, preferably close together.
Right. It can do. Easy enough. Not a problem there. Yeah, one will have to be a tri-bed room, but that'll keep you all adjoining chambers, so. Very good, very good. Would you be wanting dinner for the evening?
That would be lovely. Thank you.
Right, well, now let's just see here. Current meal is a cabbage and corn stew with a side of rye bread, but if you're wanting something more specific, I can see about cooking you all something up. Other than that, she'll reach under the counter, pull out a set of 3 keys, and then slide them towards you. Those are the room's keys. You'll just have to go to the end of the hall there, up the stairs, and your rooms will be on the far western edge.
I appreciate that. Thank you. And I'm sure the meal will be just fine. We may have one picky eater, but I'm sure he has a few scraps of meat he can throw in there if he wants.
He is certainly welcome to add any additions that he sees fit to his own meal.
So, I'm just gonna go inform my
Of course.
my companions.
And if you have any need, just let me know.
Of course. Alright, well, place checks out. Oh god. It's mostly empty, actually. The proprietress is an elf, so I don't think we're going to have too much problems. Got rooms. I figure Ein and 156, 2 can double up, and I'll share with Ryan.
Sounds like
As
a
he
plan.
looks between Wary and Ryan and remembers the shenanigans. Oh, and there's dinner as well, although
Is there a place for Betsy and Primrose?
there's no proper stable, but the innkeeper is very accommodating. She says she'll be able to find some place for them. I could
156
just
Good.
I could just stay with them. It'll probably be better for me. I tend to sleepwalk. Sleep slither? I like warm things.
If that's your want, I have the rooms either way.
156 will at first seem a little put off that there's no stable or place for them, but she seems to accept it as the proprietress offered to help, and she accepted even more as Wary offers to stay with them.
Well, that sounds good then.
She yawns, like, really loud.
You said there was dinner?
Yes, yes. That'll be taken care of.
She motions to the cloak and, like, basically, should she cover up?
If it makes you feel comfortable, but as I said, the only person who seems to be in there is the innkeeper. And she's elven, so I don't think she's going to be too fussy.
As you were having this conversation, those at the front of the wagon would see the door of the inn open and a green-skinned elven woman with leaf-like hair exit out. Oh, I didn't mean to intrude. I was just getting the stables, so to speak, set up. Feel free to head on inside. I have bowls out on the table for you a lot.
Thank you.
She's gonna move over to here and place her hand upon the vine and begin speaking to it.
Ooh.
156 will nod thank you at Garrison and scurry inside. And then jump on the table, apparently.
I don't mean to be rude, but can I ask what sort of magic that is?
Oh, it's nothing too crazy. It's just, speaking with the plants here. The vines, they have a mind of their own. I'm simply asking that they, form a sort of shelter to protect the mules that you bring with you in the wagon.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't.
Oh, not to
I didn't
worry.
mean
It
to
is
pry.
a natural gift my people share.
It's just the short version of this story is that as I was training and developing, he'll just kneel down and kind of put his hand over the ground, and it'll glow with yet to be developed paladin powers, and they'll kind of make vines, and they'll kind of wriggle around angrily, like they might do in like the Nature's Wrath channel divinity. So I just could just do this one day. I'm curious.
Well, it's certainly an interesting form of magic. I have seen it before. Not a lot in these parts tend to use the druidic magics, though, which is a shame. I mean,
Oh, I'm not quite sure what that is. I know a bit. I'm sorry. I'll let you do your thing. Apologies.
no need to apologize.
She'll continue speaking with the plant, whispering strange groaning sounds and wind-like rustles. It's not really a language so much as her just kind of making noises.
Big
Plant seems to understand.
magic.
I can't tell. Was that Garriden's attempt at flirting or learning about magic?
The magic. Because I'm going to be able to do something like that. Next level.
Anyways, the vines will form around a awning of sorts of thick vines that covers the wagon and provides warmth to those within. As I assume you go with the wagon as she kind of clicks her tongue and the mules
Make
begin
sure
to walk.
they're settled. Make sure everything's settled, then I'd go in for the meal.
Excellent.
Come back out later.
All right. If you guys wish to do anything in the tavern, you are free to do so.
I take off my shoes at the entrance. Wait. No, I don't.
Excellent.
Tiraneth, is it normally so quiet out this way? I know this is sort of a way stop, but I'm surprised we're truly the only people here.
Normally, this tavern's a little bit more bustling. Got a lot of travelers from here and the nearby townships such as Dusk Grove and the like, but it could be due to the recent troubles. The sickness back in Ravenshire and whatever these cursed ones are doing out this way. Might be halting travel.
Wonder if the innkeeper knows anything of that, or if she's just confused about a state of things.
Perhaps. Couldn't hurt to ask.
Slurp soup.
Alright. Would you guys like to do anything
Wary
during your
will-
evening?
Wary will add a little bit of mystery meat to his soup.
Excellent.
I mean, I'll ask about the thing once they come back in.
Alright. They would eventually come back in as the cart and wagon is seen to.
Oh, how are you folks enjoying the meal?
It's lovely. Thank you.
It's very good, thanks.
Delicious. How do you like it, food?
You call your Falcrow food?
Yes.
Every time that thing shows up, it never fails to surprise me.
I've seen those things before. Terrible mess that they make here. You got
How
that
have
under
things
control,
been
right?
here recently?
Oh, well. Well, business has been a
This
bit
one,
of a...
this one is good.
She looks towards it. She turns back to
He
Garrison.
calls it food. That should establish the pecking order.
I see. Well, business has been poor of late. I mean, we've had a few of the cloaked ones move through the area and plenty of the Baron's soldiers. A few lumbering figures passed by not too long ago, actually. The thing's been dangerous, to say the least. Even had a horde of Festrogs pass by trying to break through the door, but the Vines kept them at bay. Won't find a safer place in all the forts.
Oh, I'm glad you're going to be okay at least. Have you heard any word from the settlements nearby?
Well, we had some people pass by not too long ago from Dusk Grove, but they were on some pilgrimage southwards. I haven't seen them since, though. Normally they pass by fairly often, every couple days, but since the last group, haven't seen them in about 2 weeks now, which is a little concerning. I've seen a few of the cloaked ones from Ravenshire pass by looking for some seeds or the like. Couldn't help them, I'm afraid. And a few soldiers as well from the barony. Of course, they were looking for cloaked ones, but not my business to share information I don't have the right to give. Certainly appreciate that.
They haven't been
If
giving
I
you
am
trouble,
totally
have
not
they?
wearing my cloak right now.
Go ahead, Garrison.
They haven't been giving you trouble, have they?
Well, they asked a few times, but I think they know better than to anger the Vines here.
Well, I suppose one of them had to know a thing or two. But either way, thank you. I'm sorry. I'll pry no longer. Though you're welcome to join us if you like.
Well, I mean, I'd welcome the company. It's been quite, quiet here, to say the least. She'll,
Food is
Watch out.
always better when served together.
grab one of the empty bowls of stew. Kind of push back into the kitchen, fill it up, move on out.
agreed.
Take a seat, joining in.
So, what brings you folk out this way?
Adventure. Well, more of a just trying to find where to be. Kind of stumbled in upon this group, and we ended up going to Ravenshire? Ravenshire? Yes, Ravenshire. So,
We're we're coming from Tranmere, she says, as if that will answer the question as she looks at all the beast folk.
I see. Well, you certainly won't have any issues with your... well, with yourselves in Ravenshire. Just keep in mind that the Baron does send men out northwards every now and then. So, for the most part, you should be safe there. But... and free to travel about. Certainly will be safe here. I heard there was something going on down there, though. Something about... weaponry being grabbed?
The local leaders and law enforcements, they decided no one in the town should be armed except for them. They were rounding up everything that could be used as a weapon, pretty much, except for maybe tools of the trade. I'm not sure about that. They were also planning on judging and killing some innocent people just to make a point.
It's going even further than before. Well, it is unfortunate. I hope that those who are innocent manage to get out, at least.
The ones I heard about were all warned ahead of time. I hope so too.
Well, at least that nasty business is beyond you lot. For now. They don't come through the Duskwood often, at least not often enough to cause true worry. Especially now with these monstrous beasts. Kind of puts a idle hand towards food, as air quotes, taking over somewhat. But
do you have any clue where they might be coming from, or are they just all over the place?
they seem to be wandering all around, but they're certainly concentrated out west of here. A tower, Tower Blackthorn, I think? An abandoned tower of some mage. Name of Frederick, I think. Well, that was his apprentice. I can't remember the name, but it was a dragonborn from Ildiria. Long abandoned, though. Past couple hundred years.
Maybe not so abandoned anymore.
Probably not at this point. I'm sure there's some form of beast living in, or perhaps a tribe of these cursed ones now. Either way, though, it certainly seems to be a focus of their exploits. Anyways, I do appreciate the company. I think it best that I clean up the kitchen, just in case we do get more customers. I hope if you need anything else, just let me know, but otherwise, hope that rooms are to your liking. She'll rise from her seat,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
give a nod, and head on to the kitchen.
Would you like some help cleaning up?
It's not too much trouble. Enjoy your meals. You are guests, after all.
Okay.
Maybe once we get settled, looking into that tower should be something we ought to do.
I agree.
I agree.
This tower seems important. I am curious as to why the fallen ones are up here. Pet, 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 pet.
As am I. It's likely it's going to be tied to that tower in some way, though, with everything that Sheen told us and what Tom told us. I don't know what's going on.
Ravenshire first, I think, and then the tower. That sounds.
She nods.
Agreed. Sounds like the best course of action. Especially with whatever sickness is going on there.
It's best that we have all the details we have.
Yes.
As she finishes eating,
I'm going to go check on Betsy and Primrose and make sure they have their blankets and some hay.
she'll hop up. Then she'll scuttle over to Garrett and why do I keep saying scuttle tonight? She's not a crab. She'll scurry over to Garrett and gently pull on his sleeve.
Oh, how can I help you?
How much were the rooms?
She didn't say. Unless she did.
She did not say.
156 frowns at that.
It's fine. I have plenty, I'm sure, for us to stay.
She nods and she'll scurry outside. Basically, just spend some time with Betsy and Primrose, get some blankets on them, get them set up with some nice hay, give them a treat, pet them.
All right. Do you guys like to do anything else for the evening at the inn before we press onwards?
I'm gonna do.
Do they
one
nibble on
more
her ears?
One of them does indeed nibble on your ear. 156.
She will be very happy about this and give them many pets.
If Wary is keeping an eye on Betsy and Primrose, someone gets to have their own room. Anyone particularly want that?
I'm indifferent.
Yeah, you were AFK, but you were assigned to bunk with me. I don't know if that changes your answer at all, but just you were AFK when we were deciding sleeping arrangements.
I kind of figured it would stop any pranks that might happen, but might be less of an issue now.
I'm still indifferent.
I'll take the solo room then. Keep a watch out for us in general. Don't need to sleep as you lot do, so.
Sure. Make us an escape route from the bed sheets, just in case soldiers drop by.
If soldiers drop by in the middle of the night, I'm not inclined to cut and run.
So maybe don't destroy the bed sheets.
It was a joke.
I know, I'm not there.
Well, oh, then, that works out then. I can help keep an eye on Ryan. He's a bit of a heavy sleeper.
Yeah.
Aren't you supposed to be nocturnal? Squint.
It's been very stressful.
I mean, yes. That's why I've been setting things on fire.
That seems
I
sort
have
of a
concerns.
That seems sort of a rude assumption. Aren't foxes also nocturnal?
Yes.
Are snakes nocturnal?
I'm still trying to wrap my head around what donkeys eat.
Anyways, does anyone else wish to do anything for the night?
I do. Once
alright.
everyone's gone to bed.
Not in character. I guess partially in character, but out of character. I'm going to lock in the language from my level up to primordial.
All right. Very good. Well,
So I will probably just be going over their notes.
excellent. In that case, as everyone gathers up to rest for the evening,
Wait, I said. I had
I'm aware
something
you
to
said
do.
when everyone was to bed, so
Okay.
I'm getting to that point.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
As everyone gathers up to rest for the evening, are you guys taking a watch, or are you just letting Taranef handle that?
This seems more or less safe.
All
Plus,
right.
Wary's outside. I'm sure he'll warn us.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm kind of taking a kind of watch while I rest sort of thing.
Mhm.
Iron's not really going to take a watch, but she might be awake for her part, just so out of both habit and also to go over her language notes.
156 is a big fan of being curled up and warm and sleeping, and she has a level of exhaustion. She's not taking watch unless someone specifically says they want her to.
Very good, very good. Well, in that case,
And if 156 is going to be completely asleep, I will put a small hat on that they'll have when they wake up from the costume kit.
Go find me a picture of this hat. I need to know what I wake up to.
All right.
You have however long my RP takes to do it.
all right, 156. As everyone else takes their slumber, what would you like to do for the evening?
Well, it wouldn't be too late, but it would be like after everyone went upstairs. She will, come down here. Is this like a door that you can see through, or is it closed? Like,
it has a
how-
window, but it's not a. It is a solid door, but it has a window in it, so you could see,
Or
and you can
can I
see that
see
she's
her
currently
through it?
cleaning. Yeah.
She will come up and knock on the window, or on the door, and like stand on her tiptoes if she needs to be seen in the window.
She'll stop her cleaning and look up and over her shoulder towards the door. Oh. Put the mop down here. Move forward. Yes. Can I help you? Something wrong? Need more pillows? I have more pillows.
No, actually, no. Garrison didn't know the price of the rooms, but I was wondering if you could add 2 more, beds to that total. I don't think they're gonna come up here, but when I warned the people in Tranmere, the ones that were gonna be killed, I told them where they were going. I told them where we were going. If they happen to make their way here, I don't know if they'll have a lot of coin. I would like to prepay for their rooms.
Well, I see. Certainly can do that. I'm sorry. Most folk tend to just leave gifts, not so much pay. I tend to forget myself even. Certainly though. Do you know their names?
Yes.
You say the names. I'm not gonna have.
Yes.
Okay. You provide the names of Oriel and H. What's your name? I don't remember the name actually myself. It's like Henrik or something similar to that. Anyways,
Oriel. For whatever reason, I was gonna say Oleander, and I'm like, that's not right.
Oriel and good friend Adrius. It was definitely not an ace, but his last name is Herma, so I had some of it. Right. Well, I'll if they come up this way, I'll be sure to provide them room and board for the time being.
Thank you, miss.
She'll nod her head, and her ears will twitch a little bit.
1 second. All right. Is there anything else you need?
No, I'm sorry to disturb. Have a good night.
You as well.
She will scurry upstairs into whatever room her and Nine are in.
Excellent. Where'd
There
you
is
go?
a picture for you in the description.
Yeah, I saw it. That's why I randomly started giggling in the middle of that.
All
Yes.
right. As the party gather up and have their long rest within the Haughty Vine Inn, it is achieved without issue as you all sleep soundly and safely within the inn. Morning rises, though it is still gloomy as ever. Sun not really piercing over through the canopy above. It is still some time left before you guys reach Ravenshire, but do you guys like to do anything at the inn before you head out?
I'll just get up, presumably before Ryan head over.
Once she wakes up with the hat on her head, she'll realize, oh, this is handy. Pull the hat over her eyes and go back to sleep. Once she actually wakes up, she'll look very confused about where the hat came from and look at Ein.
Ein will be just brushing their tail. They're not going to say anything about it.
Okay. She'll keep the hat on.
Alright.
Apparently it's a magic hat that appeared out of nowhere, so not that she actually believes that, but she'll keep the hat on.
I will mention something about maybe adding a ribbon next time.
She just blinks at you. She doesn't say anything. Okay.
All right.
Alright.
So, as you all head downstairs, eventually meeting up in the tavern portion of the inn below, Lady Shar, the innkeeper, would provide some fresh plates of oatmeal. It's a little weird. Sorry, I ran out of bowls. But she would provide plates of this oatmeal for everyone wishing for breakfast.
It's very good, though.
I try my best.
Well, I'm sure many others have experienced the comfort you've given us. You should be very proud of that. Speaking of which, how much do I owe you for the visit?
Oh, I suppose standard fare would be 2 silver.
I'll look at my bag, and not saying this in a manner that's somewhat coy. And it's like, unfortunately, I believe that I don't have any silver on me. Would it be too imposing to ask you to accept gold instead?
I can accept gold, no problem. It's not a worry. Most people tend to just leave gifts, and that is accepted as well.
Oh,
You know, like a box of flour there, a bag of carrots, you know, things to restock the old kitchen here.
oh, actually, I don't have any, hey, 156.
Yeah?
Come here for a moment, if you would.
She will scuttle over. Why do I keep saying that?
Alright. When 156 next awakens, they will have a crab costume.
Look, I went and made a hat token. You shut up. I was trying to find one with a transparent background, but it was taking too long. She will scurry over.
Do you still happen to have, those eggs?
Yes.
Would you perhaps be okay with, sharing some with our, kind hostess?
Oh, sure.
She'll take her backpack off and set it down carefully. And she'll start taking out eggs one by one and looking for what is the correct monetary amount of eggs.
You would drop about 8 eggs before it seems like a right number.
She will add an extra egg, and then I would say hand them to Garrison, but that's a lot of eggs, so she'll put them on the counter.
Now this is certainly due. The gift is appreciated, and she will bundle up the eggs in a small cloth and then push them in the cold box over here.
It only seems appropriate. I'm not. It has not been my experience to have been one bearing gifts before.
Just one of the ways of my people. We tend to give gifts for those who receive gifts. But, are you a lot heading out now? Or are you staying further?
It's probably best for us to be on our way. We wouldn't want to cause you any trouble.
Well, if you are, judging from the conversation had last night, heading to that tower, I would warn. I spoke to the vines during the night. They say that there is a knight of sorts wandering that tower in nearby woods. Not a knight in the sense of, armor, dedicated to the land and honor and all that, but an undead being. Seems to be some form of corrupting force at the tower itself. The vines were not quite happy about it. Just something to keep in mind.
To be quite honest, I'm not quite sure if the former sort of knight even exists in a place like this anymore.
I mean, that's
But,
fair enough.
If we make our way down there, I will see that thing slain. It's the least we can do for all the kindness for the vines. Yes.
It would certainly appease the forest. It has been quite angry of late.
I think we've been witness to that a bit.
Either way, I do wish you luck on your ventures, wherever they may take you.
You as well. Yes. I hope things begin to return to some semblance of normal.
As do I.
Alright. Does the party wish to travel onwards?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Whoop. Copy. As the party make their way back towards the road. Let's see here. Are you laying the path still, Ein?
Yeah.
Alright. Be here.
Now that I think about it, I'm not even certain I've seen a female elf before this. Sorry, just I didn't know my birth parents, so I don't know, it feels weird being a half elf and not knowing much about elves, but I suppose that will change soon enough.
That be. Alright. As you guys begin to travel further eastward and north along the path, making your way through the woods and towards the village of Ravenshire. Let's see if there's an encounter. The travel is relatively peaceful, though there is a thickening snowfall that portends a oncoming greater storm. The full wrath of winter seems to be drawing near and into the valley. However, as you guys reach the edge of the path, you see a large bridge crossing a massive river. It isn't too hard to travel along it. However, night begins to steadily draw ever closer as sunset has hit. You guys have a few more hours of travel. It's likely that you're 2 hours away from Ravenshire, but would you guys like to force march the 1 hour to get to it? Or would you like to set up
Yes.
camp?
Yeah.
If it's snowing.
All right, so 6 hours and then the additional hour to force march to it. Give me that force march check.
Huzzah!
This is again with the advantage.
Yep.
I
Mhm.
will add +4 from War Mage.
Aha.
I also didn't roll with advantage. I needed it. As I use my magic to reinforce me and keep me going.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And horse or mules. All right. Everyone manages to push on the extra hour and make way to Ravenshire without issue. It is most certainly night when you guys arrive within the village, but it does not seem to change the demeanor of the village itself. Things seem uneasy. Windows have been shuttered. The inn, which Taranaf would note is normally well lit and a joyous place, is dark. There's not a lot of cheer coming from in. There's no smoke billowing from the chimney. Though you can see that there are a few figures running from certain parts of the township into their houses as they shutter their windows and lock their doors. I'm putting you guys on the next map.
As we go in, I'm gonna take like a little scarf or something and tie it over my mouth.
And 156 will look at you inquisitively.
It's protection. Someone coughs. Might help, might not.
I missed something? Why does Garrison think they have the plague?
Well, don't they have the?
There's
don't
a
they have
sickness
disease?
going on here, yes.
Oh, 156 will follow suit then. Yeah.
Mhm.
Actually, can I use my humanoid anatomy and or surgery knowledge to think of any better way to be safe? It seems like something I should probably know.
Give me intelligence plus proficiency.
If we could happen to be level 5, I wouldn't have to worry about this. Except I probably would, but I mean, you know.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Fortunately, that Gorbel
Do
does
I
not
have
get you to it.
advantage from the lore or no?
I didn't.
You're just
figure as
rolling a
much.
lore check. You could roll medicine and the DC would be lower because you have the lore.
Never mind, it's a 19.
All right. With a 19, a mask would certainly be helpful for most plagues of the nature that you've been described, but you really have no idea of the exact specifics of this, so to fully know what would be the best route, you would need to know about the disease in more detail, which unfortunately you do not. So while a mask for the most part won't hurt, it might help. You just don't have enough information.
That's a really good idea, Garrison. It won't hurt anyway.
She will take out a cloth and wrap it around her mouth and nose.
All right.
Fine, well,
Just gonna wrap my tail around my mouth and nose at this point.
As you all
I will also do similar.
begin to mask up, slowly riding into the township of Ravenshire. You see a large inn, as previously mentioned, shuttered, dark, as if it has not been used in some time. You see that there is a rickety wooden sign outside in the shape of a mug that reads as the last mug inn and tavern. And a large bridge crossing through a moderate-sized river, not as large as the one you crossed initially, but of moderate size that it is worthy enough for a bridge at the very least to get into the main part of town. However,
The last mug, is that a Caden Kalian thing?
You just clap?
well, it is indeed, actually. Though most of the folk here follow Milani, the innkeeper, she holds true to the old adventurer's beliefs.
Is she actually going to house us, or do you think she's closed up?
Judging from the state of things here, I'm not truly sure. I think it best we hurry and make way to HQ.
Right then.
Indeed, it would be better for us to get a better grasp of the situation here.
I did just want to ask, are we continuing, or...
I'm ending the session pretty soon.
Okay.
I was going to end the
gonna say,
session
I'd rather
before
end
that,
it, like,
but then...
before...
Yeah, it's pretty soon. I was going to end it, and then Sean did the thing. I was like, okay, let's answer that, and then, yeah. I'm essentially getting you guys into the town square and then ending it, so.
Alright. I mean, not that I don't want to play. Like, I'll
Yeah.
stick around and play.
Well, there's
just...
actually a good reason, because I have a question after the game for you guys, so I'm ending it when I am. But as you guys push in along the cobbled stone path across the rickety wooden bridge into the town center, where a large statue of a raven, wings spread wide, stands in the town square. A large longhouse made of wood with a base of stone rising to the north of it. Obviously the town's Reich, or mayor, otherwise justice of the community, the north, and Terranef will point to the south, the building here being the home of their leader, Xanthos, and the rebel headquarters for the Rosethorn Rebellion. There, we'll call the session. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Very much appreciate the sub AC Shaw 97. Very much appreciated, and all the follows that were had. But from there, we will call the session there, and we'll see if there's anyone we can give a good old raid. Let's see here.
Luca's doing art. That's all I know.
Let's see.
Sci-Fi is doing D&D.
You can give it a sci-fi raid. I think sci-fi raid works for me. Go raid sci-fi. Alright, let's do this. Together we shall raid them in their Dungeons and Dragons. Also, I need to do the same thing that they have. That character art at the bottom. I've just been working on it, I haven't finished it. Anyways, raid time.
Stream, goodbye!